we stay on the highway of holiness. If you wander off, I can't promise you where you're going to be. I'm not your judge. But Sister Johnson had a dream years ago. And you know, I worked for them for 40 plus years, and we talked every day, and she would have dreams, and she would tell me about them. She said, Eva, I had a dream last night. I said, what did you dream, girl? She said, I dreamed you and I were going up this pathway, and up on the mountain, way up there, there's a golden glow, and it's a beautiful golden city. And she said it was bright like the sun. And we knew it was the New Jerusalem. We knew it was the Mount Zion, the holy city of God. She said, and you and I were going up, and that path was rocks and crevices. It was dangerous. It was steep. And you and I were headed up there. It was a hard path, but we were making it. And she said, but then I looked down, and it was steep on either side. And she said, I looked down there, and I saw people from the church. She said, I saw people that are our brothers and sisters that come to church with us. She said, and they were on the rocks, and they couldn't get up. They couldn't get back up on the path. She said, I'm like, oh, Ann, we got to go get them. And she said, I grabbed her arm, and I said, no, we can't go down there and get them. We have to stay on the path. We have to reach our goal. That is where we're going. And I had to hold her back. She was going to go down the rock because she had gotten back up. I don't know. It was her dream. You know, if it was my dream, I would have gotten back up. But that was her dream. And I'd forgotten about that, and I was praying yesterday, and I thought about it. That is exactly what I see when we're talking about the highway of holiness. It's not a super highway. You know, it's not wide and broad and beautiful and rails and all the things that you expect on a super. It's not that. It's going up the rough side of the mountain. Isn't that what it is? Walking a highway of holiness. Is it always easy to put the world aside and be holy and come out from the world and look different? The hour that we live in now, the time that we live in now, makes you a target, doesn't it? Because our country's being taken over by people who don't like Christians and Jews. But I am going to stay on the